What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I hope you're having an amazing day. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the best ported OEM ROM available out there for the Pocophone F1. Yup, and this is the latest version of the OnePlus 60's beta update, and this is just amazing. Like literally, my Pocophone F1 is more updated than my OnePlus 6 running the official ROM. So this is based off the OnePlus 60, and yeah, Auction OS ports were actually halted for some of the time cause OnePlus has actually blocked porting Auction OS. So basically what they did is they gave the system a notification that it won't be booting unless there is a OnePlus vendor. So in order to boot Auction OS on any kind of device, it would be needing a OnePlus vendor. But finally devs found a way around it, and now we have the latest Auction OS again on our beloved phones. So this is the Pocophone F1, and this is again a complete ROM port over here, and pretty much everything was working fine, but there were still some things over here and there, and people were just complaining. Well, that was extremely sad, but now developers are back at it again, and this is just like amazing, mind-blowing. So this is again OnePlus 60 port, which many of the devices don't even have cause there are some fingerprint issues and stuff. But for Pocophone F1, everything just works fine. The devs are just talented as fuck. But let's just take a look around the ROM, because this is again the latest version of it. So UI is a bit different. This is what you will be getting in the OnePlus 7, I guess, not for the Pro might be getting a bit of a different UI thanks to that 90Hz display. But again, if you go to shelf and stuff, it's just much more fluid than before. Like look at it, it already like looks faster than before. Like there are no touch lags and stuff. Like literally it follows my finger on the Pocophone F1. If you don't already know, the touch screen is one of the crappiest ones, to be honest. But over here, no lag at all. As you can see, it just literally follows my finger. So again, this is your all new shelf. Now you get parking location service over here, which is a bit weird. Then again, you have recent apps, take picture, mark my location, recent contacts, your normal dashboard, and pretty much a bit of an update to the shelf. Then again, coming back to the apps, you have all the shortcuts and stuff just working fine. You also have the OnePlus camera, which is as broken as always. It can't be fixed. Then again, if you go to the apps and stuff, apps are a bit updated over here. For example, as you can see, the buttons are now at the bottom, taking bit of a hints from the One UI. If you don't already know, this is how it looks on the OnePlus 6. It hasn't been already updated to the latest beta. If I can show here, there you go. But as you can see, the buttons are now at the bottom, and now I can't swipe, which is, I don't know, it's extremely sad. Like I need to swipe. This is one of the things that I even hate in One UI, that they just got rid of swiping UI. Like why? It's just much more handier to swipe around, but now you have to just work with the buttons over here, which is not even bad. But then again, let's just go back to home, and the animations are much more fluid than before. Like there is no hiccup when coming back to the home. Like literally swipe up, or if you want to just go to the recent apps panel, swipe up and hold. Like literally there is no delay. Like just look at it, there is just no delay at all. There was a bit of a hiccup when you are trying to go to the recent apps panel, where it just tries to think that whether you are going home or recent apps panel, but now there is just no delay at all. It just follows the finger. But then again, all of the animations are just butter smooth thanks to the Snapdragon 845. But then again, let's just go to more apps. Again, pretty much nothing over here. You have normal Gcam completely working. As you can see, the Gcam opens extremely quick. Again, everything just works over here from the 4K 60 fps videos. Not all the apps have been updated, just few. So all the major apps like file manager and stuff just still look the same. I only noticed a bit difference in the context, but pretty much everything is just the same. Okay, even in the clock now you have buttons at the bottom, and looks even more adjusted than before, which is again pretty great. Not complaining at all. You have gallery, again galleries, yeah, pretty much the same, nothing new at all. Again, the picture quality is just phenomenal of this camera. This is the same sensor as the Pixel 3, but a different aperture, and just the quality of it is amazing. Then again, I have just installed a game because it gets an all new gaming mode, which I will talk about later on. But then let's just go to the quick settings panel. Again, pretty much as same as before. If you go here, you now get a grayscale toggle thanks to the digital well-being. Yep, it has been completely embedded into the Auction OS, which is again a very nice addition by the developers. And pretty much all the toggles are now working over here, even the night mode and stuff, which were a bit broken before. Then again, let's just go to the settings app. Again, the performance is just out of the world. But if you go to the display, pretty much everything is just as before. But what I like about it is this 60 port has much more adjusted UI for the notch. So for example, if I just go to the notch display and if I enable hide notch, it has very beautiful corners over there rather than just being a black bar over there or just being very huge. If you come back to the MIUI, it's just extremely obnoxious and it looks symmetrical, but this is just much more beautiful than before. Like look at it. But then again, it again carries over to another apps. I will show you guys later on. But apps in full screen ambient display completely works. Then again, scrolling down, display size, pretty much nothing at all new, just as before. If you go to the sound now, you don't have any kind of audio tuner from AuctionOS, cause it can't be fixed for the Pocophone F1. There is some kind of weird issue with the chip. but it does work on the Snapdragon 600 series. But for that you now have direct sound completely embedded inside over here. So now you can choose headset type for like literally so many earphones, just like MIUI. Pretty great, so you don't miss anything at all. If you go to buttons and gestures, pretty much nothing new. You don't get any kind of fix for the screen of gestures. They can't be made working on the Oxygen OS. Just deal with it. And then again, those who are asking what about the One UI and stuff, guys, One UI is dead, just forget it. There won't be any kind of advancement in One UI porting until there is any kind of hint that Reel might be working. Like literally Reel is dead, so all the developers have finally gave up and just forget it. Then again, going to the battery and stuff, pretty much the same. Security and lock screen, you don't get anything at all. Face unlock of course doesn't work, you have to just work with the smart lock. Then again, going down to the utilities, if you can see over here, there are bunch more options when compared to the older Oxygen OS. As this is a beta ROM that I'm using over here, yes, you can of course choose between OnePlus 60 stable and beta, but as stable is boring, beta is just much more better. It has a complete new gaming mode, so you get esports mode over here separately. So esports mode is basically having your network booster and stuff and bunch more advancements when compared to the normal gaming mode. Again, as you can see, there is one app over here, then pretty much normal stuff. Like this is just much more better, that it doesn't have very obnoxious UI like a Pocophone F1. It has another app and stuff, but still gets the job done. You have quick launch, which is completely broken because we don't have an in-display fingerprint scanner. Then you have app lock, pocket mode, OnePlus switch completely working. Then again you have OnePlus Laboratory, which has Smart Boost. Now this is very handy if you have a 8GB Pocophone F1, cause it just preloads even the third-party apps like Instagram. So it's just you tap that and it's already there. Then again, going back, you have quick reply in landscape, which is a very new feature announced in the OnePlus 5 and 5T in their betas. So basically all of the popular apps like Facebook Messenger, even its stock Messenger doesn't even support it, but WhatsApp maybe it will just open in a half screen if you're doing something like watching videos or playing PUBG and stuff. Pretty handy. Then again, going back, system, nothing much, you just get your normal stuff. So going back directly to the about phone section, you get a very nice layout for the about phone. As you can see, says Pocophone over there. Do the math, which was the kind of tagline when OnePlus 60 released. Then again, you have Android version 9 April 1 patch, the latest and the greatest. And if you go to the Easter eggs, look at the notch. It automatically gets adjusted over there with a very beautiful corners, which is, I just love this ROM. This is literally the best thing available for the Pocophone F1. But then again, going back, pretty much normal stuff. As you can see, Oxygen OS, the latest version of beta. And then let's just get to the installation of this thing. Now the installation is completely easy. Again, if you want the camera options over here, you can of course use Gcam, but I'm also going to show you how you can install the MIUI camera completely working. But if you install the MIUI camera, you would be losing out on your Oxygen OS. So again, it just irritates me that the icon won't be over here, but you will get a completely working MIUI camera. So let's just hop onto your tour by powering off the phone. So the prerequisites over here are just backup all of your data, cause if you're encrypted coming from MIUI Pi, it might get destroyed. Then again, just unlock the bootloader, which merely takes over 3 days. Install a custom recovery, which is just extremely easy. You can find thousands of videos on it, and then just hop onto your recovery by pressing power and volume up at the same time. Then go to wipe, advanced wipe, Dalvik cache system data, swipe to wipe. You don't need to wipe your internal storage if it's not already mounted. Then go home, install, select the Oxygen OS, add more zips, select disable force encrypt, cause that's pretty necessary, cause you won't be able to use internal storage in your TWAP if you don't flash this. So confirm to flash over here. This will make sure that the Oxygen OS installs successfully and your data stays decrypted. Now once both of the zips have been finally installed, just swipe to unlock, reboot system, do not install, and voila, you have successfully installed the latest of Oxygen OS from the latest of OnePlus devices, at least for this 1 to 2 weeks, and the first boot will again take 2 to 3 minutes. And finally we are on the setup screen. Now again, what I love about this OnePlus 60 port is the rotation. The rotation animation is just the best that I've seen. Now it's carried on from the iOS for sure, but it just looks amazing. For example, I can even rotate the setup and just look at the animation. How smooth that was. It didn't just rescale the UI and stuff, like literally it's just so smooth. Like look at it. It just adjusts itself just so smoothly. Like hats off to the Oxygen OS team, but let's just set up the phone quickly. Like literally there is nothing to see over here, so I will just skip all of this part. Now while setting up the biometrics, just do not touch anything over here, otherwise you won't be able to set up any kind of biometrics later on, like the face data. Now one more thing that I just completely forgot to show you guys is the wallpapers over here, because they are just extremely beautiful. Because as this is a OnePlus 60, you get 3 live wallpapers over here. So basically it's this one and this one. Now my most favorite one is the default one, but they all look just amazing. As you can see, they just play every time you unlock the goddamn phone. Yep. Just looks amazing. Now let's just set it up few things quickly. Now as you can see, there is the Oxygen OS camera over here, but I will just tell you guys how to install the MI cam completely. But you will lose the Oxygen OS camera. But first of all, let's just go to File Manager, install packages. So first of all, Ringer modes, in order to control the Ringer, cause you don't have a physical button for it. Now as you install the Ringer modes, just open it, request the permission, just allow it over here, and now it just finally completely works cause the ROM has been updated for it. So now you can just quickly add it over here. There you go. Just go back, vibrate, sound, silent, just everything works fine, no issues at all. Now let's just install our favorite Gcam over here. Now Gcam 6.1 just works great over here. 6.2 is having a bit of issues on the Oxygen OS, so 6.1 here. Just install and open it, allow all the permissions, and there you go. It just completely works fine. You can tap the image and just clicks over there. And then let's just set up our face. So first of all, going to the security, just set up any kind of lock like pattern, just like this. Connect your phone to the Wi-Fi, just like that, very fast and easy. And then go to the smart lock, just put in your pattern over here. Got it. Trusted face, just enroll your face over here. Set up, next, allow. And as you can see, it even works with the IR scanner, which is just amazing. You don't need any kind of secondary patch for it, and it's just extremely fast thanks to the R Blaster over there. Then done. Just test it. There you go. And it even unlocks automatically, which is just exactly like Oxygen OS. Like, the developers have put in so much work. Like, hats off to everyone who is just part of this project. Like, this is just mind blowing. And then let's just install the MI cam. So again, go to the recovery. You don't need any kind of Magix model, but just go to the recovery by again volume up and power. Choose the Anx camera, the latest one. Again, links in the description for literally everything. It will install the MI cam, but remove your Oxygen OS one. Reboot the system, do not install. Now if you install this camera on the boot, the phone might not boot, so I really recommend that you set up your phone and then install this camera. But as you can see, our Oxygen OS camera is now gone. Now if you go to the Anx camera, allow all the permissions, AI camera, remember my photos, nope. And there you go, MI cam now completely working over here. You also have the portrait mode completely working, like just tap the picture, and the shutter speed is just mind blowing. Like, it's so much faster when compared to MIUI. And yeah guys, that's pretty much it on how you can install the latest of the Oxygen OS and literally the best ROM for the Pocophone F1. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you found this helpful, please subscribe down there, drop a like. If you found this helpful, please share it with your friends. That would be a great help, and see you guys in the next one. Peace.